Bridgett here, streaming live on News 6 Plus and ClickOrlando.com. I'm Bridgett Ellison. It's good to be back with you. I hope everyone had a great, safe Thanksgiving holiday break. It is already December 2nd. Can you believe that? Christmas is on the way, whether we're ready or not. But this morning, we are waking up some really chilly air, some parts of Central Florida even under freeze warnings, believe it or not. So, this is your chance to really get in that holiday mood. Get the sweaters out and the mittens out, the gloves out. We will be checking in with Candace in just a second. We'll also get a check of traffic with Trooper Steve, and we'll take a look at some of the top stories. And a little bit later, a live interview about saving community arts. And we'll be talking to United Arts of Central Florida, along with Timucua Arts Foundation, to learn more about how to support the arts right now. It's a good time to give, too, if you would like to get some charitable giving in before the end of the year. And they have an exciting opportunity to match up to $1.25 million in donations. So your donation would double. So we'll get more on that in just a second. But first, let's get ready to bundle up. And Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos is in the Pinpoint Weather Center. Good morning, Candace. Are you keeping
Morning. Trying. We got our boots. Both of us have our boots on. I walked in and Steve was like, "Are you trekking through snow this morning?" I'm like, "You know what? My legs were cold." Okay. um, but listen, at the end of the day, it is chilly. It's certainly chilly for certainly Florida standards, even Central Florida standards. As like you said in the beginning, we are under frost advisories, freeze warnings right now. But then as we head into tonight, temperatures will be even colder than what we're experiencing right now. Not drastically colder, but we'll shave off another 5 degrees or so. So that
Wow.
certainly will be feeling kind of getting into the
Mm-hmm.
cutting into your bones a little bit
Did
later
you
on
turn
tonight,
on your
early
heat?
tomorrow. I have not.
I have not either, but I think this
hmm
might be the week.
To me, it's like I always tell them, I'm like, you can add, air conditioning. You at one point in time, you can't take off any more clothing, right? So, but with cold, everyone bundle up,
Mm-hmm.
get under the. I have all my Christmas blankets out. It's cozy. We did our first fireplace of the season yesterday, so you got to get creative.
Yes, it's
Try to
nice. It's
hold
nice
off
to
on
get to
that.
use that fireplace in Florida.
It is. It is. Every once in a while. All right, let's take it to the maps to show you what's going on outside. Daytime temperatures are going to be in the 60s, but then we're going to be talking about those wake up temperatures. We had it this morning, we'll have it tomorrow morning and Wednesday morning, where temperatures will be down into the 40s. So we do have freeze warnings in effect for Marion County, a frost advisory for eastern Marion into Flagler County at this hour, and that will run for another hour and a half or so until 9 a.m. And you can see why those areas are under those advisories is because we are dealing right now with temperatures in the 30s in Ocala at 34, 39 in Palm Coast. Wildwood right now got close to freezing at one point during the morning show, and now at 34. In those mid 40s up and down the I-4 corridor, low 50s along our coastline. So as we take you here hour by hour, so you can kind of plan out your day, tackle the day together. You can see we are going to continue to layer up throughout the day. Highs only staying in the upper 60s this afternoon. We do have a little bit of a breeze in place. So breezy, dry conditions will increase our fire threat. So just do be aware that any little spark that you make could start and spread a fire pretty quickly. So making sure everything is contained if you are going to either be warming yourself up a little bit, maybe doing a little fire pit, things like that. Just making sure that you're extra aware because conditions could kind of spell trouble. But other than that, clouds and rain forecast, not a lot to show you when it comes to clouds and rain, but I do like showing you this graphic because I really like showing you the temperature contours. So notice there by Monday, we're still talking about the greens and the yellows indicating mild weather in the 60s. We're going to drop those temperatures in the blue come Tuesday morning. We'll warm up a little bit Tuesday afternoon, and then even more of that blue surges into central and even South Florida come Wednesday morning. So for the next 2 nights, it is certainly going to be very chilly. We'll be down to freezing in Ocala. Notice this morning we're in those mid 40s. Tonight we'll be down into those low 40s. So areas even across northern Orange County, Seminole County, parts of Volusia County, Lake County, you guys will be under that chance for seeing those temperatures dipping down into the 30s. And for that reason, you can see almost area wide, we're talking about temperatures in those 30s, increasing our chance for frost. So tomorrow morning, you might be able to scrape some of that off on your windshield or notice it there on your grass. We do have a freeze potential, though, in those dark purples for areas of Marion County and Flagler County as well. But looking ahead, temperature outlook, you can see most of Central Florida is still kind of in those like lighter blues, meaning that we're going to be close to just below average, not only this week, but even as we head into the middle part of the month, so December 12th. So the next 10 days, it looks like we'll be hovering below that average of 76. You can notice we'll be thawing out just a little more as we head into that weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, looking spectacular. And don't forget, we also have the lighting of the Lake Eola downtown Orlando Christmas tree that the News 6 morning team will be helping light that tree. That will be on Friday night. There's always just great things to see. My kids love going because they love looking at all the Christmas lights
Yeah.
around the lake as well. There's a little market for little holiday gifts. There's food trucks. It's just a nice little outing, and especially with temperatures only warming up into low 70s during the day. It will be cool. It will be nice. No rain to have to contend with. So just a really nice outlook, at least throughout the next 7 days, if you don't mind the cooler temperatures. It's not ideal if you're hoping to maybe score a couple beach or pool days this week.
Yeah, or the water park, that's out.
Yeah, that's closed too. All of our water parks. Yep.
All right, Candace. Well, we are enjoying it. So it is nice and, hip hip hooray for the end of hurricane season as well. We had 18 named storms. So glad all that's over.
Yeah, I'm glad to wrap that up and then kind of gear up. And I know a lot of people are still kind of dealing with the after effects and,
Yeah.
all that
Volusia
stuff.
picking up the last pickup today for the county maintained roads. So,
Yeah. So, but yeah, it might have not been on the charts as the busiest hurricane season, but it certainly was a very impactful season. So many of those hurricanes and tropical systems actually making landfall. There was a lot of those
mhm.
touching land where I would like to see a very active season, but everything stays out to sea. So,
Yeah.
unfortunately, it
Yeah.
was a very impactful season, but
It
at
was.
least we're wrapping that up now.
Yes. Thank goodness. All right. Well, thanks, Candace.
All right, bye.
See you soon. All right. Well, let's get a check of those roadways and check in with Trooper Steve. Trooper Steve is going into December now. You said that you'll be shaving soon. Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. I'm so glad you asked me and brought that up
Well,
because I haven't
I
had
didn't
time to talk
know because
about
I
it.
know you like to grow a beard sometimes, so I didn't know. But
You
today,
know, when I'm feeling a
yeah.
little manly and not trying to look like I'm 12 years old on TV, so figured I'd throw it on. If Mark Lehman and James Sparvero could pull it off, I could pull it off too. So, but real quick, I know you have an amazing live interviews set up today, but real fast, the reason why I did this was Men's Health No Shave November predominantly raised awareness for men's cancer. Now, I did it to raise money for tomorrow for Giving Tuesday. So the Carrie Ann DeMott Foundation, local, we talk about him all the time, but so many people ask, Steve, what's up with the face? And it just opened up a moment for a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I was looking to do. And it allowed me to introduce so many people to the Carrie Ann DeMott Foundation, raising awareness about decision making, alcoholism, and stuff like that. So for tomorrow, this will be gone, and I will be asking people just to simply donate $5 to the Carrie Ann DeMott Foundation so that they can continue their mission. So that's why I did it, and it'll be gone tomorrow, promise.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, I thought it's the smallest thing I could do to create a little attention, because when people saw this on my face, they're like, Steve, what's going on with you? So
It really
yeah,
got thick over Thanksgiving. Yeah.
yeah, midlife crisis,
Because
just a little,
normally you're
just
told that you have to shave it. So I thought, well,
yeah,
something's
I
going
keep
on.
it so buzzed down that you could barely see it. But this time, I think when I kept saying no shave November, the boss just left me alone.
It's for a good
I'm
cause.
grateful. Very grateful. So let's check on the roads
All
real
right.
quick. We do have some major issues out there when it comes to traffic right now. So currently, where that crash icon is, I clicked the wrong one, but since you're watching or you're listening to me, I'll just tell you. Far left side of your screen, Orange Avenue at Lake Lucerne shut down. Nasty crash out there. City of Orlando is working it. There's might be more to the story on this, just because we're talking the heart of a city in downtown, and the sheriff's office is out there as well. For me, that creates a little bit of question marks. But right now that area is still closed. And then you're looking at DOT camera 408 east of Primrose, very slow this morning. So people, that traffic popped up out of nowhere just after the morning show. So it did get busy. Don't think you're hitting the road with nobody out there. I-4 535, you got 417, 91 out at US 192, which is the Florida Turnpike. You can see just routine slowdowns, no major issues to where we're at a standstill. This is when you know it's a normal day. Narcoossee Road, just north of Boggy Creek in the Lake Nona area, we are slow. And then Pleasant Hill, you're 3-4 miles backed up as you make your way towards 441. Outside of that this morning, routine, nice and easy. We just have to take it smooth. Keep in mind, please defrost your windows before you hit the road if you need to do that. And then on the northern end of the turnpike, we're looking good. That clear weather, I'm sure a few people this week, Bridgett, will have their tire sensors kind of activate as well. So you want to make sure you stick up on that. Make sure you keep your tires inflated to the proper PSI. Candace will, I'm sure, give those reminders because we're normal people and our cars will do the same thing. So, and then today, Trooper Steve on patrol is going to be a cool one. You're not going to want to miss this. 10 a.m., clickorlando.com, YouTube, and all the places. I have Frank Imperato. He's a sergeant with the University of Central Florida Police Department, DUI specialist, drug recognition, very serious guy. But in his off time, he's a magician. And he goes by the name Jimmy Rook. He is locally known, and he was just recently featured on an HBO reality TV show contest. And he's having a watch party. So he will be in Results One today, and we're going to talk all things about him and magic. And I'm hoping he brings a couple of things to do.
That's very
I don't know what things are. Yeah, I'm excited about that. So join us.
Should be fun.
Yes, ma'am.
At 10 a.m.
Yes, at 10 o'clock. I'll see you guys there.
All right. Thanks, Steve. All right. We want to get to one of the top stories we had this morning on News 6 Mornings, the suitcase murder trial coming to a close. And now we should be learning, and the woman who killed her boyfriend by suffocating him in a suitcase should be learning her fate soon. Sarah Boone facing the possibility of up to life in prison. Her lawyers argue that she should get a whole new trial, though. And our News 6's Angie Casada has more.
It's been almost 4 years since the tragic death of George Torres Jr. inside a zipped suitcase. And today we're expected to learn the fate of the woman jurors found guilty of the crime.
2 videos were introduced from her where he was begging for his life, and a horrific turn of events. And she didn't try to let him out. She didn't do anything to help him. She just went upstairs and went to sleep.
The jury found Boone guilty of second-degree murder, rejecting her defense that this was a drunken game of hide-and-seek gone wrong.
Kara, I can't breathe, baby. That's on you.
The chilling video played during the trial was crucial for prosecutors. They argue Boone deliberately left Torres to suffocate and then went upstairs to sleep. The defense claimed Boone, who testified in her own trial, acted in self-defense, alleging years of abuse and battered spouse syndrome.
You believe that he could breathe in there?
Yes.
Did you ever believe he could die in there?
No. At all.
Were you trying to kill him?
Never.
So we will keep you updated on what happens today in court. Boone's lawyer filed a motion for a new trial, citing issues ranging from emotional outbursts in court to alleged misconduct with prosecutors. The sentencing again set for 1:30 today. So follow along on clickorlando.com for any alerts. You can sign up for those breaking news alerts and get the latest as soon as that comes down, if anything develops today. Today we have some live guests from United Arts of Central Florida, so we'll get to them in just a moment, right after this quick break. Welcome back. It's 7:46 here on Breakfast with Bridgett, streaming live on News 6 Plus and clickorlando.com. It is good to have you with us. And this morning, we are going to have some guests join us to talk about the arts in Central Florida. United Arts of Central Florida is celebrating 35 years as Central Florida's arts agency. They don't make art, but they make it happen by providing programs, training, and funding to support artists and nonprofit organizations in the arts, science, and history across Central Florida, Orange Lake, Seminole, and Volusia counties. And so this morning, I'm joined by the Senior Director of Marketing and Communication for United Arts of Central Florida, Tom Hope, as well as one of the groups that receives support from United Arts, the Tamaqua Arts Foundation. Leah Nash, the Executive Director of that foundation, with us also this morning. Good morning. Thanks for being with us, guys.
Having us.
Thanks
This
for
morning-
having us.
Yes, and this morning we want to talk about the Collaborative Arts Campaign that just kicked off, the Collaborative Campaign for the Arts. That kicked off yesterday. It is the biggest thing that United Arts of Central Florida does to raise funding, Tom. So tell us more.
So the Collaborative Campaign for the Arts is in its 32nd year, which, like the name implies, is an annual fundraising collaboration between United Arts and 40 arts, science, and history nonprofits in the four-county area, including Tamaqua. What's special about this campaign is your generosity is amplified when you give between now and April 30th, because these organizations will have access to a matching pool of up to $1,250,000, $1.25 million when you give, making your gift go even further. We're confident that by the end of this campaign, we will meet or surpass our goal of raising $6.5 million for our arts and culture community and for you.
Mm-hmm. And so when we think about United Arts of Central Florida and this opportunity to give, this is something that you know will be impactful because there are so many organizations that you're working with, and there's a variety of ways that you're helping them in terms of just making their voice heard, making sure they have the resources they need to keep going, because a lot of these groups are very small, and the arts, of course, you know, are always in need of that support because sometimes the funding is not always there.
That's true. And many of your viewers probably know earlier this summer, Florida's $32 million in arts funding was zeroed out. So the effects are pretty deeply felt in our community. So many of our organizations are large and established and have deep donor bases, but not all of them. Many of them are volunteer based, are passion projects. And so public support, it's more critical now than ever. The arts are a critical contributor to our economy, 9,400 jobs, over $500 million in economic impact. And I'm not even talking about, the impact on arts education and children. It's really important to support the arts now. We had more than 3,700 contributors last year. I'd love to double that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And this is when you said amplifying it, because you have that match up to $1.25 million. So if you want to give to any arts organization right now, you can send it in to you all and earmark it for that specific group, even if it's not one of the 40 that you support year round.
Yeah, so this is really an expansive way to spread your philanthropy, either to all groups, 1, 2, 3. When you go to unitedartscfl.org, you'll see a giant Give Now button, and that'll take you to a list of all the groups that you can support. And if you don't find that one that you want, you can write in a Florida registered nonprofit and support them as well. Or you can give to the United Arts Fund, Arts for All Fund, and that goes to really the entire ecosystem and provides support for everyone. So you can mix and match and really kind of choose your own way to support the arts in this campaign.
And so those 40 groups you work with, they are across Orange Lake, Seminole, and Volusia counties. What about the groups that are maybe not a part of it and they want to get some help, maybe didn't know about United Arts of Central Florida? How can they get involved and come behind you guys to get some help?
Sure. So we are here to provide programming, training, grants, help in writing grants, help in sort of running nonprofits, as well as funding to individual artists as well, and nonprofits again in arts, but also science and history. We also have, if your viewers want to see the amazing events we have all over Central Florida, go to our calendar at artsinorlando.com, and arts groups as well can register there and make put all their events for the next 6 months if they want, and get sort of a little marketing boost. So these are ways that we're able to sort of amplify and grow arts audiences here in Central Florida.
That's wonderful. So it's like a master calendar that you can sort of bookmark and make sure you're putting your events in there as well.
100%. There's no excuse to be born in Central Florida. We're so fortunate to have the wealth of cultural opportunities
Yes.
available to us.
Yes, and I want to bring in Leah as well from Timucua Arts Foundation. And Leah, you're one of the groups working with United Arts. How has that really helped you all keep going? Because you're celebrating 25 years.
Yeah, thanks so much, Bridget. We are so excited to be part of the collaborative campaign. As Tom said, for us, every dollar helps. We're a very small organization. We're grassroots. It's actually a passion project of the Glazer family. It's an intimate venue in Soto with only 100 seats. So yeah, every dollar counts for us. The collaborative campaign is huge, and like you said, we have kicked off our 25th year of operations, and we're so excited to be part of the arts community here in Orlando.
So what's the soonest upcoming event or a couple of events you have here soon?
Well, the great thing about Timucua is that we have various performances to attend. We do Wellness Wednesday every single Wednesday, and those are very reasonably priced or free events. We do an Authentic Selves open mic poetry event every third Sunday. And in December alone, we have a really fun holiday event called the King Guys Cool Yule Band on Friday, December 13th, and a bunch of other jazz shows throughout the weekend. We have a John Byrne Thomas Quintet, which is a Haitian jazz group, and we have some sax artists coming up, as well as Jeff Rupert, who's a local here in town, and that's December 21st. So we'd love for you to come visit us. Check out our schedule at timucua.com.
Can you spell Timucua just really quickly for anybody just listening?
Yeah, it's a tough one. TIMUCUA.com.
Awesome. And this is, like I said, you guys are one example of the groups and artists working along with United Arts. And so what can you tell others who are just learning about this opportunity?
I would say that if you are considering giving to the arts, this campaign or giving individually to the organizations is an excellent opportunity to do so. Like we said earlier, we've had budget cuts and all that sort of thing, but I will tell you right now that every single dollar that we get in at Timucua helps keep our doors open. And what does that mean to us? It means that we can provide performing arts and excellence in arts to the community on a regular basis. So our events are typically really reasonably priced, $30 or less, and we have a ton of free events too. So we'd love for you to participate in the campaign because it helps arts be accessible to everybody, and that's a big part of who we are here in Orlando.
It is. It's a great form of expression, and finding things that resonate with so many people that go beyond just words. And so we're grateful for you all. And before we go, Tom, I would like to bring you back in to talk about that opportunity to support here at the end of the year as well, because we're coming to the end of the year, and so it's also tax deductible too.
Absolutely. So now is the time for sure to take that tax advantage, either through traditional donation, but stock transfers, IRA rollovers, you name it. We can accommodate your generosity, and every dollar spent here stays here in Central Florida. So it's a great way to support your community.
Awesome. Well, no time like the present. And we appreciate you, Tom and Leah, being here with us this morning to talk about this great collaborative campaign for the arts. So we wish you much success with that and hope that you're able to get that $1.2 $1.25 million match. So hopefully we can bring everyone an update on that and they'll get involved. So you can go to unitedartscfl.org to learn more about how you can give now and check out more with their master calendar and list of events, as well as timuquoa.com to see what's going on there with Timuquoa. And so we appreciate you all being with us this morning. Take care.
Thanks,
so
Bridget.
much.
All right. And before we go, speaking of ways to give, the Angel Tree, it is about to wrap up. So we are coming up on just about 10 days left to get all the gifts turned in, Angels Adopted gifts turned in. So make sure you check out our website, clickorlando.com, for all the details on where to pick up an angel and how you need to package those gifts and drop them off by the deadline. Tomorrow for Giving Tuesday, News 6 will be hosting a phone bank from 5 a.m. to 7 p.m., where you can also call in and give a monetary donation so that Salvation Army can make sure that all of their angels have something special this Christmas. So check out clickorlando.com/angeltree for all of that info. That's going to do it for breakfast. So we'll see you again at noon. Have a great day.